Greetings everyone, this is Mr. Garrett bringing you another Command & Conquer Return video, Battle Royale. This is the first ever hosted tournament by me and ZacktheReaper, and today we have ZacktheReaper and Snookersam versus RSCupcake and Snookersam4. And this one has already been posted out live, but now I will short it down so we only have those matches. So let's just jump in and see how those matches pans out. Alrighty then, we are starting the first match, and it's Cupcake starting up in the left corner, and his teammate ZacktheReaper is stopping up in the right corner. We have ZacktheReaper starting down in the right corner, and we have Snookersam down in the left corner. You can see that ZacktheReaper is in a very good position here when he gets out his ore refinery, and he's starting to get out some infantry here, which is important on this map. And they also have to handle their money quite well here because they don't have so much. They start with 5k. Let's see if there's any information going here. There's pretty good scouting here from Cupcake and ZacktheReaper. They are actually putting out as good as they can. And let's see if there's any more information. You can actually see that Snookersam has gotten a little bit high up. I'm not sure it's high enough yet, but we'll see. Here you can see ore refinery into ore silo, and they will just keep on pouring in here with buildings. You can see that Snookersam might have misplaced this one a little bit. It's just in between. It would perhaps be better to have one more power and then get it up there. While Cupcake is in a perfect position right now. It took some time to get down there, but he is in a good position. And ZacktheReaper, he's also in like a middle spot. He is collecting the gems, but still a little bit travel time there. You see that ZacktheReaper has gotten up the war factory, the same as Snookersam. Cupcake has not gotten up, but there you can see that ZacktheReaper has managed to get his war factory up. And I will see if the information, you can see that there was one infantry there, and here you can see that Nyler has managed to get all the way up here. And if you look here, you can see that Cupcake and ZacktheReaper have managed to get quite much information here. So they do have good vision here, so that is really not bad at all. Let's see, in ZacktheReaper and Snookersam, they are also they have a lot of information, but they don't have any information on the buildings though. So everything here goes, looks like it goes out the plan here. It has 2 ore refineries up. It's probably going to get a war factory very soon. And here you can see the second ore refinery is also in a pretty okay position here for Snookersam. Perhaps it could be a little bit more to the left, so the ore trucks don't have to go all the way around when they're starting to collect ore on this side. And here you can see the war factory is out here for Cupcake down here. He has put it in a quite good position. If you can build a little bit more here to the left, he can actually almost close off this area, but I think he's actually trying to build further down to the next spot here. And his teammate is also doing more or less the same, trying to get down here now, taking the power plants. There's a second war factory out for him. Is there 2 war factory out for Cupcake? Yes, it is. And there you can see there's infantry being pesky, trying to attack the construction yard. Here you can see 2 war factories out for Snookersam as well, and everything looks okay. So 3 ore refineries out for ZacktheReaper, so he's in a good place as well. And here you can see they are starting to collect their tanks, and now they are actually going in on attack here. And what kind of damage can they do? It looks like they're just running past those medium tanks. You can see that Cupcake went for medium tanks instead of light tanks. If he also went for light tanks, he might have at least 50% more tanks, I do believe. But here the construction yard went down really fast there. Those light tanks did a lot of damage there, and also with the help from ZacktheReaper coming in here now. This does not look good for Cupcake. He was taken a little bit off guard there, and you can see a lot of good production of light tanks from Snookersam and ZacktheReaper, and they managed to take out, or very close of taking out, Cupcake at least, who was a little bit more careful with what he was building. He was building medium tanks instead of light tanks. That might have been a mistake in this case. I think if he went for light tanks, he could actually have just as many or even more light tanks than ZacktheReaper. It could be very close anyway. And while this was going on, you can see that ZacktheReaper has a lot of light tanks there, and he's doing a lot of damage. So I guess they were just taken off guard up there. The attack was very good timed. It was coming right in, and we will actually check this out afterwards. But it did look like they were very early into the base, but we will check that one out. And here they are. He's doing a lot of damage here. It's not so many buildings left, but he is getting taken out himself though. They are cleaning up the space, but will he manage to take out the base to Snookersam? That would be a small victory in itself. It's very close though. He only have one buildings left. He was very close of taking it out. So all in all, this could have been a more equal match. I'm not sure if medium tanks was the correct choice here, but we will actually check on the timer here in this match, because there was a lot of discussion after this match if they went in a little bit too early. And I will actually go to, I think, as close as I can. Okay, then I have to go back here. Let's see, I just have to let it go until it's on 3 minutes, and we will see exactly where they were at 3 minutes, because the limit is 3 minutes. And that is the thing, you're not supposed to attack before 3 minutes, and this is 3 minutes. I was actually watching this. I had to watch the replay and checking. We stated the rule: you're not allowed to attack buildings. That was the main rule that we stated. We talked about it in Steam as well, in stream as well. You can see this is 3 minutes. It's actually not attacking anything. But of course, this is not in the spirit of the game of going up here and stuff. I wasn't sure what to do here. The only thing I could conclude with during this match is that I have never said that they could not go into the base with tanks, which has been changed now. And the day after, I was wondering, have I done a mistake? Should have been replayed or not? But what I did then, because what the players are doing here, they are using stopwatches. They have time on your phone or whatever, and they are using that we expressed that they said they will do, and they have been doing that. And the thing is, the timer 3 minutes we see here in the replay is actually wrong. It actually goes almost 3 seconds every minute slower. So that means when it's 3 minutes on the replay, it's actually 3 minutes and 8 seconds. And if we go, let's say, just for the fun of it, let's go 8 seconds back then, because that is the real time. That's the time that they were supposed to go after with their phone and watches or whatever. This is 52. This is actually in real life 3 minutes. And look, they are not even close to the buildings here. They are hardly over the middle part. So I'm pretty glad I didn't tell them to replay, even though I thought I might have done a mistake. But now we know that this replay you cannot trust. So around 3 minutes here will be 3 minutes and 8 seconds though. So that's good to know for future references. But in this case, there was no fault. There was not even close to being fault, and we have not stated in any way that they cannot go over the middle ground. That has not been stated. The only thing we have now that we have implemented, just to be to have a clear rule, they're not allowed to go inside the enemy base before 3 minutes, and they clearly didn't do it. Because you have to remember, they are using watchers, and when the time is going down, then they attack. So everything was accordingly. There was no fault done here. It wasn't even close. It shouldn't actually be in a discussion at all. I should have checked this out straight after the match or before they started the second match, just to shake this thing off, because this might have been a small issue later on, because it might have been like Elaine and Cupcake felt that they it was fault and it should have been replayed, but in this case that was actually not the fact. So it's a good thing that I checked it out, and now I know, and this is actually a common problem as well. But we will move into the next matches. There's still more matches to go, so let's see how the next match goes. Alright, we are heading into the second match, in which will be played on Ore Garden. We have Cupcake here moving his MCV, the same does his teammate Slenta Lane. They're moving into good positions here, I would assume. And here we have ZacktheReaper and Snookersam, who's also doing the same. Going straight into power plants, into barracks. That will be my guess here. And all players are playing at Soviet, because that would be very tactical here, because you have the option of using Teslas to protect the area in the middle, which is so crucial to defend. Here you can see that Snookersam is getting out a lot of infantry. The same is ZacktheReaper. We can also look a little bit about how it looks like here. They are cleaning out the fog here, which is really good. And if you look at Cupcake and his teammate, they're also trying to do a little bit similar, but I think the scouting from Zack and Snookersam might just be a little bit better. Even though they haven't gotten any information, it's still okay. Here you can see that ZacktheReaper has gotten out, and now he will start focus down, taking out those gems. Snookersam is not doing the same, but here you can also see that the Snetterland is coming in with his truck here. He might soon be under attack from Snookersam with infantry there. So this is gonna be this is definitely going to be a small challenge for them down there. It looks like oh, they actually managed to get up a flamethrower, and that is really good against those infantry. Here you can see Cupcake is in a good position here. He is also collecting a lot of gems, which they should be doing. And so all in all, this is a very very okay start from both all four players. There's nothing sticking out. Two ore refineries for ZacktheReaper though, so he's going for that. So he's going very heavy on the economy here, and you can see that everyone else actually the war factory came out for Slenterland, so he is actually a little bit behind. That's because he chose to get up a flamethrower. You can see that the tank was going around the corner and in here. I think that is just because of bad pathing. There was no harm done though. And now he's attacking the ore trucks, which is allowed. There's nothing here. And after this match, we also talked about it just to implement, so everyone there is clear rules about this. This open area here, that is open warfare. Whatever is inside here is open for grabs, which it was from the start here when they were doing. There was nothing wrong doing here, but if he starts to build any buildings of any kind in here before 3 minutes, they are in open warfare territory. But there is no fault in this match. It looks perfectly fine yet attacking some more trucks, which they are allowed to do, but they should not move in, and which they are not doing here. And this is looking quite interesting so far. There is a lot of tanks now coming in for Cupcake. Let's see if he can manage to do some damage. You can see he's cleaning out the ore quite well here. But you can see the ZacktheReaper, he also has gotten 2 ore refineries out, war factories now, and he will start to produce a lot of tanks because he has the best economy here. Cupcake is losing 1 tank there, and he's actually trying to focus down the war factory, which could be quite good though to hurting ZacktheReaper though, but he's losing a lot of tanks by doing this. And you can see that ZacktheReaper is just pouring in with more and more tanks, and now he's trying to take down the construction yard. He might even be able to do that, and I would say that is very strong if he manages to do it, and he does. But look here, his teammate is doing some damage here to the base, to Slenterland. That is not good though. I think the tanks to Cupcake is also falling down, and there is a Tesla here as well. So this is actually starting to look a little bit worse now for Cupcake and Slenterland. They are suddenly hurting a little bit more. Yeah, he did manage to take out the 2 very important buildings here, but the production to ZacktheReaper is quite steady, and now he's gonna focus down the ore trucks here, and that is gonna spell havoc for Cupcake here. That is not good at all. And you can also see that Snookersam is doing enormous damage on Slenterland, and this is definitely not looking good anymore for the right side here. I do believe this match will go in favor to ZacktheReaper and Snookersam, which outpaid Cupcake and Slenterland in this match. It could have gone both ways. I think I'm not sure if it was a mistake going in here. I think perhaps he just needed to do something, taking out the war factory. I don't think that was the worst thing. But they were too spread in the end. It's really hard to defend here when you're attacking there as well. So it was a little bit tricky there. And it's a very small map, so any small mistake here is crucial. And now the match is over, and we will move into the next match. The third match are played on the map The Neck, and you can see that Snookersam is the player in front, and he's meeting Slenterland, who is also in the front. We have ZacktheReaper in the background, and we have Cupcake here. They will all try to figure out the best playstyle here. I haven't seen this move before, going down here, but I think that is actually a brilliant move, and then he will probably get an ore refinery there, so that's actually quite good play there. We'll see what's going on here. They're trying to push each other a little bit in and out. I don't think there's any vision for any players yet, so we will look further into that. I do believe that Zack probably will go quite heavy on the economy now. He is the person that will support the front, so it's very important to get up a good economy, which I think he will probably do. He's been very good so far in this game. And here you see that Cupcake is putting in some support here for Slenterland, because it is allowed to go in with infantry and attack. There shouldn't be any problems there, but it looks like this defensive position from Cupcake and Slenterland is very, very good though. But I actually think if they pushed in here, I think they could actually have done a lot of damage to them, because I think just a couple more infantry here and they could push in, and looking at the wolf factory, which is the closer, could have done a lot of damage there. Here the second ore refinery is out for ZacktheReaper, so he is definitely putting himself in a very good economically position. Cupcake is doing quite well here, getting his ore refinery, wolf factory. He will probably try to figure out where to go over here. And Slenterline, his teammate, is also doing alright. He's getting a first tanks out, which is going out just for a small little scout there, and managed to take out a couple of those infantries. It's a little bit risky to go there. You're kind of going into the base, and there was no rule in place in this case here though, and it's really hard to say if that was breaking the rules. But he did retreat, and now I don't think there will be any problems there. And here you can see that ZacktheReaper is building very far down here, getting over here, and is probably going to get another ore refinery to get even better. And he's actually producing a lot of ore trucks as well, so he is going very heavy on economy here. It is a risky move, because if Cupcake and Slenterline are attacking early on the time or something, I think they could have done a lot of damage, because and they have to do it because the economy to Zack will soon explode. He gets his third ore refinery out now, so he's in a very, very strong and good position. Here you can see that Slenterline has 2 ore refineries, and he's probably going to produce soon another war factory. Look at the Cupcakes, he has two ore factories, 2 ore refineries. He has a lot of ore trucks, so he's doing well. He's trying to get over here now, and here you can see the Slenterline. He has gotten 2 ore refineries up. He's gotten a Tesla up. He's probably getting up a war factory very soon as well. They are getting into some very good position, and right now they have the opportunity to actually go on attack, but we will see what they choose to do here. And when it comes to talking about the rule here in the middle, I actually think the line goes like there. This is like considered the middle in this case. I don't think this is considered in base, even though they are building the way in here though. But here you can see they are starting to push in right now. Now he's actually going for Tesla. The smart take out the Tesla is very important, and now we will see what kind of stuff they can do. This is a very narrow gap. A Tesla in the background here is very strong. I don't know if they'll be coming up a Tesla here, but this war factory in front, and the only war factory as well, that is a very weak point spot for Snookersam. If they manage to take out this one early on, they will be in a great spot, but it does look like the tanks to Zack are just pouring in. I can see that he is building like a crazy man. If you look here, small there, you can actually get a war factory up there and another ore refinery, and here they are actually trying to focus on the war factory. Will they manage to take it down? They do manage to take it down. I think in this case perhaps it would be smart to retreat back to the Tesla, get more reinforcements. They're trying to pushing in like this. You're just losing your tanks because Zack has so many tanks here. I think the focus perhaps should have gone a little bit back, get collected your army, and then go in on a second attack. But now they are starting to attack Snookersam here, and it would be quite good if they could take it on. There comes out Tesla. They need to do something with this Tesla, because that does a lot of damage to them. He managed to take it out. The attack to Cupcake all the way in here didn't do anything, but they are struggling. They have taken out the construction yard. That's really good. That means that is basically Zack versus Slenterline and Cupcake, and we will see how good Zack can do. He has so many tanks, and we will have support with a lot of infantry from Snookersam here, but now they are just pouring in here. This Tesla has no chance. There was no defense in front of it. There was no extra Tesla, so Zack could just pour in, and with 2 war factories all the way in the front, the moment they are taken down, there will be no more reinforcements for Slenterline, and he is in a really bad position now. Now it's basically just Cupcake that needs to hold this here. He needs to pour in with a lot of tanks now if he wants to survive this, but it does not look too good. The tank production to Zack is really good, and he's just pouring in more and more tanks. So can they hold? That is the question. You see that the construction yard to Slenterline is being taken down by Snookersam, so Snookersam is actually playing quite well. We're just producing a lot of infantry. You see how fast they're taking down, and Cupcake is struggling with holding here. It's so hard for him now, and he's just going to get pushed back, and ZacktheReaper will just continue to build more and more tanks here. He has a very good economy. They all kind of have good economies though, but I just think it was Perhaps the missing one war factory here for Cupcake and center lane should perhaps have gotten up some more protection in front of the Tesla and perhaps gotten up another Tesla. And as I said earlier, they should perhaps not have run into the base there. But I'm not sure. Perhaps there was a tactical move. Um, but I am very impressed over ZacktheReaper. He played this match very well. He played all of his matches very well. And he is definitely a force to be reckoned with in future in in the rest of the tournament. So GG, very well played, and ZacktheReaper and Snookersam will now move on to meet Rambo and Symmetron.